The fall of the last sun. Superman had always dreamed of a world where he could finally rest, where the constant battle for truth and justice would end, and he could watch the world thrive in peace. His most cherished dream was to witness the day humanity no longer needed a protector, the day when he could step down and be just Clark Kent, a man. But deep down, he knew the truth. That day would never come. One evening, as he stood on the edge of the Daily Planet's rooftop, gazing over the city he had saved more times than he could count, a strange shadow loomed over Metropolis. The sky darkened, not with clouds, but with something far worse. A cold wind blew through the city, and the once bustling streets fell silent as if the very soul of the city was being drained. Superman's keen senses picked up a faint whisper, a voice calling his name, not from the streets below, but from the sky itself. He looked up and saw it, a figure, cloaked in shadows, descending from the heavens. Its presence was suffocating, a cold emptiness that sent a shiver down even Superman's spine. This was no ordinary villain. Superman, the figure called, its voice low and echoing through the city. You have fought long enough. It's time to face the truth. Superman floated up to meet the figure, his blue eyes locked on the dark shape before him. Who are you? I am the one you have feared all your life, the figure said, its face still hidden in shadow. I am your failure. Superman's heart raced. Failure? He had saved the world countless times. What failure could this creature possibly mean? You dream of peace, Superman. You dream of a world that no longer needs you. But that dream is a lie, the figure continued, stepping closer. You are not their savior. You are their doom. Superman's fists clenched. I won't let you harm this city. The figure laughed, a hollow, chilling sound. It is not I who will harm them, Superman. It is you. Before Superman could react, the figure lunged forward, striking him with a force unlike any he had ever felt. He was sent crashing into the streets below, his body slamming into the pavement, cracking the ground beneath him. As he stood, shaken but unharmed, he noticed something strange. His strength, his invulnerability. It was fading. The figure descended slowly, its eyes glowing with an eerie, unnatural light. You've always known, haven't you? The figure whispered, hovering above Superman. No matter how many times you save them, they will always fall. You will always fail. Superman's heart pounded in his chest as the tendrils tightened, pulling him closer to the ground. He gritted his teeth, his mind racing. I won't let you win, he growled. The figure leaned in, its eyes glowing brighter. This is not about winning, Superman. This is about truth. The truth that even you, invincible, indomitable, are powerless against the forces that shape this world. As the darkness wrapped around him, Superman felt something he hadn't felt in a long time. Fear. Real, unrelenting fear. He struggled, pulling with all his might, but the tendrils only tightened, dragging him down into the shadows. His vision blurred, his strength fading, and for the first time in his life, Superman felt helpless. You have fought for so long, the figure said, its voice now a whisper in his ear. But the time has come to accept that you cannot save them. The dream of peace, of a world without suffering, is a lie. You cannot stop what is coming. Superman's mind reeled. He could feel the darkness seeping into his soul, wrapping around his very being. The city below him crumbled, the people he had sworn to protect lost in the chaos. And he could do nothing. The figure's voice echoed in his mind, over and over. You will fail. You will lose. You are never enough. And in that moment, Superman realized the terrible truth. He had always believed in his ability to save the world, to protect humanity. But it had never been enough. No matter how hard he fought, no matter how many times he won, the darkness would always return. The dream of peace, of salvation, was an illusion. The last thing he saw as the shadows consumed him was the figure's hollow smile and the faint echo of its final words. You are not their savior, Superman. You are their downfall.